Hello and welcome to Die Rolling. I'm the ever excitable Adam, and today I'm here to talk to you about Morpho. So, Morpho is a game where you are in an oppressed civilization. Aliens have taken over, and you are the resistance. You're what's left, and you're making your last stand. It's X Day, and X Day marks the spot. So you're going to be trying to overthrow the alien oppressors. Now, you've got a couple of other like-minded people in your group, and you're all ready to kind of start this mission and get things rolling. However, you can't actually trust everyone in the group because a few of them are deserters. At least one of them is probably working alongside the government officials, or maybe they're even an alien themselves. So you have to work out between yourselves who at the table can be trusted. Now, this is a game which you can play really quickly in a lunchtime, or you can spend quite some time playing over an evening with a larger group of friends. But let's get this table and I'll show you how to set it up and how you play the basic game.
So ready for a game of Morpho, and we're going to deal out the ID cards to the 3 players who would be playing this game. One in the middle. We then also put down these identification cards so people can know what roles are currently out on the table. Now these roles are just the basic roles. There are some more interesting roles in the advanced kind of mode. And depending on how many players you have, you can have some more roles or less roles in here. So each character, in a 3-player game at least, each player is playing as 2 different characters. And you're trying to do your objective. So for the leader, they have to do mission success. Now, mission success for a leader is they have to reveal who they are. So they have to reveal, this was a leader card, you have to reveal this over. And then the next turn, you have to pick one of these other ones which are out on the table and say, that is the technician. If you are correct, then you have managed to succeed at your mission. And and you'll get 3 victory points for doing that. I'll explain intercept in a moment. Technician, literally you just have to do the same as the leader. These 2 also win if the killers are eliminated. Bodyguard, mission success. So essentially all 3 of these have the same objective here. So the mission has to be successful and all killers are eliminated. So these 3 characters are trying to work against the aliens. Now we have this killer here. He is trying to make sure the mission is failed. So the mission either fails or the leader is eliminated. And they can use this snipe ability. They choose a target, and if it's not guarded, you eliminate it from the round. When you eliminate it, you basically just take the card. So let's say the killer picks this card, you then take it and you put it on top of whichever one it is on here to rule out the other IDs on the thing. The last one is the deserter. You just have to escape. And that's really simple. So you have to have both of your IDs have to be a deserter. And then when you try to escape, as long as one of the adjacent kind of cards isn't one which has the intercept, so isn't the leader or the bodyguard, then you escape scot-free. So on your first turn, you can take a quick look at what characters you have got. So we've got the leader and technician there. That's pretty handy because the leader has to point out the technician and they're right next to each other. It's pretty good. Over here, we have a deserter and a killer. So the killer's trying to find that leader card, or the deserter's trying to escape. And then we have a deserter and a bodyguard over here. On the first turn, the only thing you can do is you can have a look at somebody else's card, and you can also change one of your ID cards with whatever's in there. So this guy over here is going to start, and he is not going to want to move any of these because he knows that's the technician, which is great. So the first thing he's going to do, he's going to take a look at this card here. And here's a look, he says, oh, that's the bodyguard. Interesting. Okay, this guy, he's got the killer and deserter. He is going to actually swap out the killer with this card. Now he has 2 deserter cards, so he can try to escape next round. We've got the bodyguard here, and we've got the deserter there. He's going to take a look, and he looks in there and says, ah, there's the technician. So our character over here, he's going to reveal that he has the leader and he's going to activate the mission. So this guy over here, he can't escape because the leader card is there and that would intercept him. So he's going to swap this back out. So he's got the killer card there. Over here we have the bodyguard and the deserter. So it's not much they can do about that, but to be fair, this bodyguard wants to, will get some points for this round. So they're happy with this going through. So he's going to have a quick reveal. He's going to look under this one over here and sees there's a deserter over there. And then at the start of this guy's turn, he's going to go, well, I think the technician is here. Flips it over. He gets himself 6 victory points. And this character gets 2 victory points. We then go get all these up. Shuffle them together. And you've got your next round. And you go till you've got 10 victory points in total. And there are these chips here to help you with that. There's some other special abilities that the killer can do. For instance, they can block, placing a block token between 2 adjacent characters, which means that stops them from being able to use their abilities to intercept. And that's the very basics of this game. But like I say, there are a ton of different roles in here as well. So you have psionics in here, you have parasite, cyborg, investor, mercenary, spy, and extremist.
Well, I hope you found that entertaining. That is essentially how you play a very basic game of Morpho. I say very basic because there's another mode where you have hidden kind of characters coming in there. Playing the basic mode, you know exactly what's going to be in that deck. But yeah, you can add some unknown roles into the mix when you're playing the kind of advanced mode, which is really cool. Overall, this is a game I've really enjoyed. There's 2 times you can play this game in my mind. One time is when you are having a game at lunch. If you've got at least 3 people and you want to play a game which won't take half an hour upwards, then this is definitely a cool game you can get to the table. It's really easy to teach, it's really easy to understand, and once you've played it at least once, then it's very quick to kind of get those turns going around. It's not overly complicated, so even someone who's not really played a board game in the last 10 years would easily be able to pick up how you play this game. So yeah, so that's one time you can play this game over lunch breaks with some friends. Another time you can play this is of an evening when you have a large group of people. So this game works well when you've got a smaller group of people because you've got 2 characters each, as in the demo I showed you. And in larger groups, you only have 1 character ID. Now, I actually prefer it when you've got 2 character IDs. I think it makes it a lot more interesting because you've got to really kind of work with people at your table to understand who's what and really kind of take a chance to kind of activate the mission or to try to assassinate somebody. Yeah, it's quite fun to try to figure out who's got what. And some games I played of this, we haven't actually done an action for the first like 3 or 4 turns because we've just been taking our time, thinking about who's what, changing out the role that's in the center with one of our roles. And yeah, I've seen some games of this where the kind of blue team who are trying to get the mission to work have won every single round. I've seen other ones where the killer has just absolutely dominated, and other ones where the deserters have managed to sneak away with a victory. And what's cool about this is you don't have that role for the entire game. So you'll be playing as like one round you'll be playing as the kind of blue team trying to like succeed at this mission. The next round you'll be playing as deserters. The next round after that you might start off as a blue team member and then change over to a killer and then take out the leader because you know where the leader card is. So yeah, so it's quite an interesting kind of mixture of kind of character IDs and stuff, so of identities you have to play as. And when you're playing this of an evening, it's quite fun because you can really take your time to kind of do false promises and false accusations and kind of lead people away from what your actual goal is. or, you know, actively work together to try to achieve the objectives, but without, you know, alerting the sniper, the evil agents of the leader's position. So yeah, it's an interesting one. Did I enjoy this game? Yes, this is definitely up there. If you want a shorter game that is easy to learn, fun kind of theme, and yeah, doesn't take a long time to play, this is definitely a game to check out. Yeah, there's not much more to say about this. The artwork's really good, the theme's really fun, and the gameplay's really quick to pick up and enjoyable. And overall, this is a buy from us. So thanks for watching this. If you want to see us actually play a full gameplay of this, then stay tuned to our channel, because we will be doing a full gameplay of Morpho in the not too distant future. So yeah, hang around for that. I've been the ever excitable Adam. If you've enjoyed this content, then please like and subscribe to our various social medias. There's Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. I'm on Twitter. We're everywhere and nowhere at once. Thanks so much. Until next time, guys, stay safe and keep rolling.